Uh, we're live.
We're live.
Well, I can go with the recap.
Okay.
Okay, so last time, since it's the first time we'll be online. Do I have to make a recap from the start?
I don't think. Let's just make a recap for us. For the entire, I've put the recap video on. So
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a well. The last time we have fought the Kraken, we did want to attack the whale we were trying to save, and well, we succeeded, and I think we will be able to save that whale after all. And the elf Mabon was well wounded a lot. I don't know. Did you recover lots of? Did you recover a lot from the last time? I don't
actually,
remember.
we didn't look that up.
Okay.
I will just check. Oh. Okay. You don't regain a lot, Maven. But you can recover 5 points of
Okay.
vitality.
So Mabon, with his courage, fought the Kraken and almost left his life into the maw of the creature, but survived. And Marvio too was courageous enough to get along the tentacles, and my character shooted all he could at the creature to defeat it, and we succeeded. So that's where we are, and we have some help to get the whale into the water coming from the city. Transcend.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm on it. So so some people from Transcend who that we convinced to come along to help us in exchange to some kitchenware we had on our boat. So that's where we are. Last time my character was into a celebration for the victory. Yeah, that's where we were last time.
Okay. So, yeah, on the beach, there's still some of the Nostrians, as well as Maven and Marbio, and the Skald, and most of the rest of the crew are at the ship and are currently using up the stores of spirits to celebrate. Yeah, and that's where we left off. You, Maven, probably start to pass out soon due to blood loss and alcohol.
Yeah, in fact, he had already started to pass out because he was not used to drinking alcohol at all.
Yeah.
And the Skald gave him some very powerful stuff.
Okay. We can actually do your roll for recovery. You can do a Constitution roll and 1d6.
Constitution roll and 1d6. So I rolled a 20 and a 3.
And another d6. 20, okay.
A 20, a 3, and a 3.
Okay, so you can distribute 6 points, well, no, 3 and 3 to your vitality and to your astral energy.
Okay. Is that from the intoxication?
No, that's no,
Just
not
recovery.
damage. That's just recovery. That's because you're sleeping right now. And the Constitution roll. And an Intuition roll you can also do.
Okay.
Um,
Roll a 2.
okay, you gain 1 extra astral energy.
Okay.
Your friend can't stand alcohol, can he?
No.
Oh, I don't think he drinks much where he comes from.
Where does he come from?
I don't know. He just kind of showed up with part of the with the Nostrians coming in.
Ah, he's one of the villagers. Looks a bit finely dressed for that.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, he obviously is a magic user of some sort. Maybe he's with a is it a university? They have or what is
Yeah,
magic called?
maybe one of the academies, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's probably best if we carry him over to the ship.
Yeah.
And we should send some people over here. I don't trust the Nostrians with the whale.
Yeah. I think we need to get it back in the ocean as soon as possible, but they're all off partying.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you start to carry or
Start to carry.
him, Maven?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I help carry him back to the ship.
Okay. Yeah. As you go over there, you already see that Gruff is still on an elevated position, being partied upon, so to speak, handed food and drink. Obviously, describe yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my part. Okay. Well, okay, there's a lot of party going on because of the victory. Since I had I guess giving the final shot to the Kraken just adds up to the sudden stardom. But well, my character is dressed with lots of leather. He has a fjord hat, a rabbit fjord hat, and he has an axe to his belt, and always carry his bow. Right now, he's having a party. Yes, he looks uncomfortable. You know, he drinks, he smiles, but he's not used to that. It's been a long time since someone celebrated him in some way because he's used to live in the wood. He had come to town once or two during a year since 10 years. Yes, he was partying like that, but it wasn't a celebration for him like what he's in right now. So, but he enjoyed the drink.
Okay.
And yeah, well, but it's uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah, let's. You can do a carouse check to see how quickly the party affects you.
Or the party affects me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I fail on two plays, and I don't have enough point to.
Okay, so due to the exertions of exertions.
Well,
right.
I must be tired since we
Yeah.
we had
You
lots
pushed
of
the whale,
work. Yeah, and we had a long travel before that, and we got out of
Yeah.
the storm.
So
I'm
so
exhausted.
exactly, and it gets quickly to your head. And all in all, the food, the wine, and uh, the being tired anyway, you relatively quickly pass out.
Yeah,
You can barely see them still coming into the camp,
okay.
and so you two, Chris, when you enter the camp, you can see that Gruff is slowly passing out.
Yeah, I have a difficulty to stay up.
Yeah, some of the other civilians try to keep you up, but at some point you just fall over, and the last thing you hear is loud laughing. Um,
Sure.
Oh,
Everything is funny right now.
yeah.
Looks like we're not going to get any work done today, I say to the captain as I'm setting him up.
Rusk here looks a bit concerned. Yeah, I think so too. But
could we put a rope around the whale and ferry it out to the water? We do have a ship.
if we get him closer to the shoreline, we could try that. That's actually not a bad idea. We could use the rudders and try to carry him out. That's not a bad idea, but as soon as he gets into the water, we need to cut the rope. Otherwise, he could just as well sink the ship.
True.
If he moves not too gently. But
yeah.
it's a good idea. Let's. I will go over there and watch over the whale. Otherwise, who knows what the Nostrians will do. Also, I will. Yeah, we have some extra blankets. I don't think they will have brought anything to sleep here.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting to be this late.
Yeah.
You think they'll demand more pay? I mean, I had mentioned would be that long.
We'll see. But I fear they might. I will lose a whole shipload after all. What you don't do for the goodwill of the gods.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go over there. You have some rest.
Thank you. I look down at Marvin. I see he's probably asleep now.
Yeah, he's rolling a bit around. Seeming sometimes he comes in contact with his arm and seems to wake for a very short moment and then goes back to sleep.
Wonder if they have any more of what he had.
There's much going around here. The original premium fire, the most famous Thorvalian spirit.
Well, I go in and I start, just mingling with the crowd.
Okay.
I don't expect to get any more work done, so.
Yeah, there's nothing like partying with the Thorvalians. Almost like a heavy metal party, with jumping around against each other. Yeah. So if you give yourself over to the party, then soon You will be drunk and sleeping with a belly full of kraken and honey.
Oh well, I'll watch the alcohol intake, but that doesn't. Um, but I'll still mingle.
Okay. Yeah, if
I would
you
assume
want to.
they kind of expect people who are not Thorwallians to not exactly keep up, so I doubt they take too much of an eye to me, drinking a little slower than them.
Actually, no. But that's probably more because you are a hat smaller than them, so they don't really see that much of you.
Oh,
Okay. After a while, the captain comes with the Nostrians, and they too start to drink and so on. And Raskia comes to you. We are in luck. I managed to convince them that if we let them have drink and eat and have something of the kraken, then they are fine. And
we'll see
we
about that tomorrow morning.
well, let's see about that. Yeah, and so the rest of the evening goes with the party, and you two at some point will go to sleep. Okay, Gruff and Marbio can recover health if you have lost any. Gruff doesn't have lost any at
No,
all.
I'm full.
Okay, and you?
No, actually,
You-
I didn't get.
Oh, right. You were just grabbed, right?
He
Right.
was lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I was.
Okay. Okay. So in the next morning, yeah. Uh, by how much did you fail your?
I failed my strength by at least 7 point.
Okay. How much?
Point, and I have 4 points in carouse, and I
Okay.
failed my courage by 1 point. Maybe I could have get my courage, but my strength. Well, if I
Okay.
put 3 points in my strength, then 5.
Okay. So you have
All in all,
slight,
with the points
slight.
taken, I mean,
You have a
yeah,
slight hangover
5 points.
as you wake up, definitely, but nothing too heavy.
Well, a headache.
Yeah. As have many of the crew and the Nostrians. The looks are a bit grimmer than last evening.
Ooh.
At some point, also Maven wakes up. Your arm hurts still. Your head too.
Maven starts walking around very gingerly with his hands covering his eyes, and his other hand raised up towards the sun, and he sees a familiar figure.
As you try to raise your hand to the sun, your arm feels all the more hurt.
It says, "Gruff, why is the sun so bright?"
You ask me that? I don't know. The sun is the sun. It's because there's no cloud. I have nothing more to say.
To the morning light. I'm used to the morning light, but this morning I've never experienced such pain. In my eyes, I can't see. The sun is so bright.
Oh,
He's just slowly staggering around, covering his eyes and wiping his face.
okay. I try to think about if he has been poisoned or something. I rub my beard like that, and has he been poisoned? Uh, I don't know about the kraken. Can he be poisoned by a kraken?
You can do a, if you have the skill, I'm not sure, but I believe you have. Can roll the heal poison.
Heal poison, yeah, I have that. Just sorry for those who are watching us. I'm not used to my sheet that much. Heal poison, treat poison. That's it.
Or cheat poison, yeah.
Okay, I think I intelligence. Oh, I failed by. I failed my taking my points. I failed by 1 point my intelligence. I succeed with
Okay.
the 2 others.
Okay. So could be an animal poison, but you are more familiar with land creatures.
Of course. So Mabon, you continue. Are you still there with me? Just
Yes, I'm still standing there. I'm just
okay.
slowly rubbing
Well,
my eyes and trying to open them.
well, sit down and close your eyes.
I think I might take your advice on that matter. And he sits down in a plump on the ground.
Well, I don't know if you have took
What was
poison from the kraken. I don't know. That
It,
I,
whatever it was that scald gave me, immediately it went to my head.
I just rolled my carouse score, and I actually beat it by 2, so I should be fine, right?
Yeah, you're relatively fine when you wake up.
Okay.
maybe a bit of your stomach maybe feels a bit wobbly, but that's it.
Well, I come up behind Maven and I slap him on the back, and it's like, yeah, you probably should. How are you? How are you today, Gruff?
a bit of a headache, but I think I will handle it. And Maybon, I don't know about else. I don't know. You said Skull gave you something?
Oh
Yes,
yes, the pain last night.
Okay, so you can't stand
awful,
alcohol?
foul-smelling concoction. I don't know what it was.
I think
That
it's
was
pretty
best
good.
premium fire. How can you say it smelled foul? It smells like heaven. And here,
Premium,
take this herring. It's very good.
premium fire. I know what is it. I used to have that in my village.
Yeah, it's a clear spirit made in the city of Preem. It's very famous and often copied, but never at the same quality made in Preem.
Okay.
Also, one of the main export articles of Hovel.
Well, okay. Okay, I have a headache, and I know an old trick to get it out. And treating hangover is eat with lot of lots something with lots of fat on it. I
Lots of
look
fat
for
and salt. Here, herring, as I say.
yeah. So I get up and I will go to where the I take meat, deer meat. Is
Yeah.
there any left?
Yeah. You still have some left.
Okay, so I took the deer meat and
Fellow vegetarians, I'm asking that as a
Actually, I
player,
can't
not
really
as the
understand
character.
you. Your
Oh, I
your
said aren't vegetarians. I'm asking that as a player.
I only got the last bit of that.
Are
Your
elves
audio's.
vegetarians? I'm asking that as a player.
okay.
Actually, you don't know.
I wouldn't know. Okay.
Well, ask while I'm going to where the deer meat is. I look Mabon and say, "Well, do you want to eat some deer I have chased yesterday?"
I do not eat the flesh of living creatures. They are
So
sacred. I will not eat the flesh of animal. I mean no
well,
disrespect to you or your culture, but where I'm from, we do not eat animals.
okay. Oh, well, you can. So you can't heal hangovers. No, it's just a joke.
What about
But
eggs? Are eggs considered flesh? I'm asking that to Marvin.
I will be fine. I will have water and I will purge my system and I will be better. I thank you for your concern.
okay.
Oh,
Just to make sure, just to reassure you, Mabon, when I chase an animal, I thank the animal to sacrifice his life because I think they are precious and they are precious in my belly too. But I understand. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to eat. I'm hungry.
take off my coat. And I'm like, I don't know why I didn't do this before I started working, and then go back up to the ship and like place it in a empty box or something to keep it.
Mhm. Okay.
So now I'm in my pants and my undershirt. And it's like this thing is gonna take forever to get washed.
Okay. Yeah, after a quick breakfast, where uh, mostly salty and fatty things are passed around, um, the captain calls up the people to start working again. And as you did last time, people are organized in two rows, and one pushes the lever under the whale and the others push the whale. And after about 2 hours of this, you had the whale almost directly at the shoreline, at which point the captain calls for a break and basically calls the crew of the ship together and tells them of the plan that Marbio put forth. And after about half an hour or so, most of the people are brought on the ship who are part of the crew. The Nostrians are to be are standing on the shoreline next to the whale and are supposed to push when the ship is brought to the whale.
I'm asking a question to Captain Larson. Captain Larson, the plan is good, but the poor creature, when we'll cut the rope, we still have a rope to its tail. How will it get free from that?
Hmm. Hmm.
It must be annoying for it.
You're probably right. We will best we make the rope in a way that the it is larger than the actual whale. We only need to pull it. If it can be the opening can be larger than the whale, so then the string can just fall off.
Okay, we'll try that. Where's Mabon? Is he on the shore or on the boat?
That's
He's
a good question.
slowly. He's Mavon. I'm slowly
At the
walking
moment-
my way over to the whale.
At the moment,
He
by
sees
the
the.
way, the ship is still still in the bay, and the crates with the kitchenry are unloaded for the nostrians.
When Mavon
There's,
sees all the commotion by the whale, people are starting to work towards pushing him back into the ocean. He slowly makes his way over to him. He sits down by the creature again and starts playing his flute.
Okay. Yeah. People are starting to. Someone will need to have to swim to the ship with the rope.
Okay, I will check out if I'm a good swimmer. Well, I'm not that bad. Marvio?
I got 3. So I mean, I'm not an accomplished swimmer, but I guess I can swim.
Well, I have good scores, the 3 scores needed, and I have 5 points in the skill.
Okay.
So,
So you volunteer, yeah?
Yeah, well, I do let all my equipment in the boat, and well, the water must be cold.
It's cold, yeah. But you won't be in it for very long.
Okay, well, I won't keep my hat. I will just keep my leather clothing.
Okay.
So I swim. What's the plan, Captain? Where do I swim?
We bring the ship around to this beach, and when we are, let's say, 50 paces or so away from the shore, you start to swim over here and bring the rope that we bind it to the ship and start ruddering.
Perfect. I can do that.
Okay. So everyone back to the boat. Yeah. And after a short while, the dragon boat is slowly in front of this beach and is awaiting Gruff.
Perfect. So Mabon, I guess he's on the shore still.
Yeah, he's sitting next to you beside the whale and playing his flute, I think.
Okay. Well,
Am I right?
You can have a swimming song for me. I'm going in the water.
He seems almost to be in a transcendental state. He's just lost in the music, almost as if he doesn't hear what you're saying.
Okay. Oh, I'm used to people not listening to me. I jump in the water.
Okay. Yeah.
I succeed.
Okay.
I succeed by well. I'm even. Well, I have my strength score straight. I have to take at least 4 points to my constitution. That leaves me with 1 point in my swimming, and agility is So I have 1 skill point left.
Okay. So you swim over.
Yeah.
Without any great problems, and can give the rope up after a couple of minutes, and the rope is bound around the ship. Then Captain Larson now orders everyone back to the rudders, and
Okay. Yeah.
let's make some strength tests.
Okay. Well, even if I'm very cold since I'm out of the water, I do make an effort. It's 1 die roll, that one? It's just one?
Yeah. Just 1 die roll.
I fail.
I got a 6 for mine.
I didn't understand that. Sorry.
I said I got a 6 for mine.
Ah, okay. Yeah. The entire crew seems to be a bit hangover still, and not. Firstly, not everyone is in sync, and then they don't pull too strongly. So this first attempt is broken off by the captain after about 5 minutes, as you don't get any further with it. We have talked about this many times. You have to all pull at the same time. You know this. And put a bit more effort into it. So,
Aye, sir.
do it again.
Fail.
Wow.
That's actually one lower.
Okay. And by how much did you fail?
4.
Okay. This time it goes a bit better. You actually start to move the whale. The nostrils also still push the whale, and it is here now back into the water, though still has its body on the ground. But at least it's back in its element. And one more time.
Oh, I have it. Encouraged
And I
by...
rolled a 12, so it's right on it.
Okay.
Me too. I'm right on it. But
Okay.
I'm encouraged by by seeing the whale in the water, so I put more efforts to it.
Okay. So this time it also gets easier because the whale now is in the water and not as heavy as before. So you start pulling it, and at some point you start to get the whale so deep into the water that it can pull itself free. Make intuition rolls.
I rolled 4, so I rolled well under my intuition.
Okay.
Oh, I failed.
Okay. So Marbio sees how the whale starts to move about and starts to move its tail fin, and at that moment you grab your saber and cut the rope, and thereby probably save the ship from some damage. Yeah.
I just probably sheath it, and take a bow.
Okay.
Well, I'm standing on the ship and I watch the whale with a lot of admiration. And I look the whale go away.
Okay. Yeah, the whale swims around the boat one time, blows one time water from its breathing hole onto you, which the crew reacts with happiness. You, as the Valiant, know this is very good omen. Actually, it's the water from a blowhole from a whale is considered medicine by some.
Oh, well, I feel, you know, I forget my headache and all that, and I feel light as a feather by seeing that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just take my hat off and shake it off the water, and
You see Mavon from the shore. He's standing there once the whale is in the water. He stands up, holds his flute on his arm, and extends his other arm out to the whale. And you see him, looks like he's saying something, but you can't hear him from the shore.
Captain, we might use a good musician in here. It would make our journey less some some entertainment might be good.
Have you
And, well,
anything against my music? Asks the Skald.
Well, just to make some variety. When I used to go to the city to sell my furs, I used to go in different places, and there was all these musicians and troubadours, and it was varied.
Anyway, well, I think we have to speak to the Nostrians anyway, so let's go ashore.
Okay.
Yeah, so after a short while, the boat lands at the beach, and the crew gets off one more time, or at least part. Captain or Hetman Raskier Larsen goes over to Franio, the leader of the Nostrians.
Yeah.
And talks to him a bit, points at the direction of the bay where the boat was before. Yeah.
Well, all the while I remove my clothes to dry it out, so I put the clothes on the side of the boat, so I only keep my underwear.
Okay.
Because my clothes is too wet.
Okay.
You see Maven walking down the beach towards the group. He looks like he's completely recovered from the hangover because he's just smiling and beaming at everyone. And he just starts congratulating everyone for pulling the whale into the water. He says, "We've done a very good thing today. This was a marvelous thing." He just looks completely happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Nostrians mostly look exhausted. Yeah, almost looking after the whale like this is not quite what they actually wanted. But at least the work is done. The Thorvalians, of course, are all very, very happy. Yeah.
Well, are they happy with their new kitchenware?
The Nostrians are on their way to the bay where the crates of porcelain have been unloaded, and there they will look at it, and the guy who was following you with the horse is sent away after they have inspected the crates.
Okay. Well, for my part, I wait for my clothes to get dry to be dry. I am sitting in the boat and I'm lost in my thoughts.
Mavon walks over to the shore by the water, and he sits down cross-legged and starts just looking out towards the sun, towards the horizon, and starts playing music again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you do, Marbio?
Well, mostly I'm just out amongst the Nostrians, just making sure that, I guess I'm part of the people who are making sure they only take 4, like they said.
Well, they've only been unloaded a number of crates that fits what they should get, so they can't steal anything or so.
Yeah. Or,
Well,
I'm just then, walking the shore. It's still morning time, isn't it?
what? It's
Is it
morning,
still
yes.
morning?
Oh well, it took a while to. Let's say it's about midday.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm walking the shore, just, getting a little exercise after pulling and then all day. I mean, I've exercised my arms, rowing, but I was just sitting most of the time,
Mm.
so walking up and down the shore.
Okay. So, yeah, Captain Larson comes up next to Maven. You, Magister, I didn't get your name, sorry.
He stops playing his music and then he stands up, carefully brushes off the sand off of his clothes and faces the captain. Hello, my name is Maven. I am pleased to meet you. I am from the Academy in Austria.
I don't know if you heard. I'm here on account of the head through of Thorwall. We want to send an expedition into the Orkish lands. You wouldn't be interested to do this?
His eyes light up when he says, to the north?
Correct.
To the north. Yes, I feel that my path will take me to the north. I would love to join you.
Yeah, very well then. You have a place on my ship.
Very good, thank you.
Okay. I've also asked the Nostrians, but none of them wants to leave their cozy homes. We will leave in about 15 minutes or so.
Very good. I will gather my belongings and I will be with you shortly. Thank you once again. And at that, he puts his hand over his chest and bows very politely.
Okay. Okay. If any of you want to do anything while still here, then now would be the time to say anything, or I will skip a bit ahead.
Well, I do put my clothes on, and I'm ready. I'm ready for Captain's order to get back to this journey.
Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much go back on the ship,
Okay. Then, after a short while, everyone again gathers on the boat, and the boat rudders off. And start to move. And in the next couple of days, the ship makes a couple more holds, not holds, lands at a couple more locations, at Kenjar and Salza, two other cities, one of Nostria, one is Thorvalion. Should be able to see a map now.
Yeah.
Here's Here you see Kendra, and here we enter the Gulf of Preem, and on the third day you enter Thorwall.
Torwall, I guess, is the capital of the Torwallians.
Exactly. If you can say Thorwall has a capital, it's not so much a cohesive state as more of a culture.
Okay.
And
how big is this ship? Is it like massive sails, or is it being rowed?
It's a sail. It's a sailing ship that can also be rowed. It's not that big. It has maybe places for 20 people or so.
Okay.
Not all of which are used at the moment. And
It's pretty much like a long ship, isn't it? Like a Viking style long ship.
Exactly. It's a dragon boat, which is almost like a long ship. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And here we have the map of Thorwall. If you can see that.
Yes.
You come here from the south, and the first thing you see on the cliffs is an old fort, and the towers at the shoreline. You enter the bay for the port, and can land there. Shortly after which you are the people on the boat are greeted by the locals. Many more like many Torvalians here. Interestingly, you also see a couple of people with black pelts, which some of you may know, not wearing black pelts, but they have black pelts. This, at least Gruff will know this, that this is probably an orc. So obviously some orcs seem to live in this city and work here unloading the crates. Let me see if I have, yeah, here.
You have an orc picture?
Yeah, I'm currently trying to get it up. See if this quick way gets it. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not what I wanted. So, okay. So here you can see an orc warrior. Okay. Yeah. After a short while, Captain Rusky comes to you again. If you want to take part in the expedition, I believe you should go to the otter skin of the Headfru. There you can meet with Garheld, and she will explain to you what will happen, and if you can meet any others who might join. You will find it.
Where should I go?
We lost you.
You should go to the otter skin of the Headfru. This is a small, well, an assortment of houses over there, and you will point towards the cliff. You can't see my cursor, right? So it's useless if I'm pointing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your cursor.
Okay.
No, just we still see the orc.
Okay, then I will move the orc picture around to where the... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, I see the magnifying glass.
Here. There where the upper left edge of the picture of the orc touches
Okay.
this small assortment of houses, that's where he will point you, and
Okay.
you will move basically this way along this channel through this here. This is mostly houses in Middle Realmian style, so standard brick walls and I don't know the proper word for the roofs, but they are not.
Hatch.
What?
They're like they're thatch roofs, like real thick straw, pretty much.
No, actually not straw. But I'm
But
searching
it's
the word.
similar. It's thatch, right?
Wait.
Or no?
Like clay? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Clay.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
okay.
So they're more
Tiles.
Okay.
Tiles.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
De
Whereas-
l'argile. That's the French word.
Schinkeln would be the German one. So this is more of a part of the city that is not built in Thorvalian style, but rather foreign style. And then you can ascend here along the hill and stand before this palisade wall. Let's get rid of the orc. Where a couple of guards stand and will let you through. Inside, let's zoom in about. You can see there's a couple of longhouses here and a tower, and one big longhouse where you are directed after you enter.
Okay.
And there you are basically you wait for okay, you wait a short while. You basically are brought into this room with this fireplace
Okay.
and the beer pelt, where you can sit down, and if you want, stow away your belongings.
Okay.
And yeah,
Well, all the way from the boat to this place, I try to be low profile. I just got my hat a little
I see.
low on my eyes, and I always look down. I try not to look at the Tarwalians from the city. I don't want to cross their eyes.
Okay.
I try not to be
I
recognized.
go,
Mavon is actually.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, what were you saying?
I was just
Oh.
saying I go up to Gruff and I ask about the orcs. Like, what's with the bear people?
These are orcs, but they work in here. So so that's not the one you have to attack.
Oh,
Mavon's
I
acting
didn't-
the exact opposite. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I wasn't going to attack them.
Yeah, I guess so, but these are orcs. They look like that.
Mavon's acting the exact opposite of Gruff. He's completely interested in everything that everyone's doing. He's looking at everyone, looking at everything that everyone is doing as he's walking by, just examining everything, taking everything in.
Oh, by the way, I've also looked at a picture of a Thorvalian, so you can see. And again here, so you can see what usual Thorvalian clothes look like, with these fur coats and boots and so on, and also the hair is very common, in usually in bright colors like blonde or ginger. Okay.
I do look darker than that, and my beard is not well. I don't
Well
take
kept.
care of my beard. Yeah, no, it's not kept at all.
Okay.
I
It's
actually,
rather long.
look down and it's like, I ought to get me a pair of those pants.
Okay, yeah. Um, as you wait in this room, you are served a soup by a young woman, and after a short while, a very large but elderly woman enters. She's maybe about 2 meters in height, even though she's hunched over with age and uses a cane. So if she was upright, she would probably be 220 or something.
She's massive.
She's really big, and comes up to you, looks at you. She's probably now she's all she's the age. You can see her age in her face, but you can also see that she must have been a beautiful woman in her days. And comes up to you. Greetings. I hear you have volunteered for my little idea.
Oh, so you're the proprietor of this expedition.
My name is Garheld. I am the head fru of this city.
Well, I, do a bow, Marvin.
We have difficulty to hear you. We have some technical problems with the sound.
Oh, let me turn it up a little. Maybe that's the problem.
Okay.
Input devices. Okay, what about now?
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's like
All
the
right.
sound is like when it's like has difficulty to process.
Yeah, I had that problem.
Sounding like a robot.
I had that problem a while back with his sound, but now I don't have it. So maybe it's something on Google Plus end.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe you should restart what the elderly woman said to us when she said greeting, because I didn't hear a word after that.
Okay. Oh, so you have problem with mine.
Also, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's so I hear you are interested in joining the expedition I dreamt up.
I don't respond. I'm just saying yes with my head, without looking at her.
Well, maybe first, before we talk about any specifics, it would be nice if I knew whom I was talking to.
Well, I, get up and I bow, and my name is Marvio Caravita.
And where
I'm
are you
a
from,
nobody
Marvio?
from a very powerful nation. And then I smile cheekily.
Ha ha ha! You won't be a nobody after you've done what you will be doing. So,
Well.
and Who are you?
Looks at
She looks at you, gruff.
the name's Gruff, and I wanted to go in that expedition just for a change.
For a change.
Yeah, I've been alone in the wood long enough.
I see. Hmm. She looks up and down on you, and then shakes her head like she dismisses something, and looks at Maven.
Mavon smiles with the biggest smile, the most pleasant look that he can possibly muster. Hello, my lady. My name is Mavon. Mavon Hastlinger. I'm very pleased to meet you.
Don't insult me and call me a lady.
He looks kind of startled. I didn't mean to offend you. I promise.
Don't take anything so serious. Seriousness is for the field and the sea, not for places like this. Good to meet you. And you are a practicer of the arcane arts, I believe.
Yes, I am. He looks very proud. I am from the Nostrian Academy.
Nostria.
I'm originally from Farandel, but I have been living in Nostria for some time.
I see. Maybe you want to visit our academy. I can't say we have the best relations with them, but we let them do their things. And I believe it's always good to have one of you around. So,
He bows courteously.
maybe let's get over to my oh Gott, wie übersetze ich das? Well, I have something, a sort of a library I want to show you.
Mavon's eyes glow.
And yeah, you go to a smaller, rectangular built room, not room, house, not in longhouse style, but in Milranian style, where an old man opens the door, and you get in, and there's shelves and shelves on the wall with leather rolls being put in there, and this is my library of maps. It has been started by my grandfather and continued by my father, and now it will be finished by me and you, because we have maps of almost any place in Aventuria, and even of the Gildenland and of Swafnirland, and even a bit of Uthuria. But now there's one place that we are still missing, and this is, oh no, that, the Orkland. Here we have this rough idea made, basically based on the other maps we have.
JDR dropped.
Oh, I saw pictures being still, but well, wait. Maybe I can invite him again. Okay. maybe then we take a short break.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I was logged out. How was you? So who's there? Who's not?
Yeah, basically she brought us into a little like a cartographer's library. I don't know what it would be called, and uh, basically told us that the only place she hasn't mapped yet is the Orklands, and that's what the expedition's about. Complete her map collection. Uh,
Problems, I guess.
Oh, you're back. And
Are you
so am
there?
I. Oh, okay. As we noticed where you went away, we took a quick break. How much did you get, Francois, before you broke away?
What?
How much? At what
Was
point
after
did you?
Mayvon made his introduction.
Oh,
After Mayvon made his introduction, I've lost everything.
okay. You after the quick exchange between her and Garhead, you left the longhouse and went over to another building,
Okay.
which is built in a more Middle Realmian style, and which houses she called a library. And when you went in, there's shelves where there's rolls of leather in the shelves, and a big desk in the middle of the room. And she said this was her family's library of maps that her grandfather had started, and since then had been almost brought to completion.
Sorry, I had to heat my tea back up.
No problem. I was just bringing up Francois to speed.
Yeah, I was disconnected for a while.
Okay, yeah, and basically we have almost no idea about the innards of the Orcish lands. This is a rough map of what we have gathered, but mostly a speculation. What you can see here, wait, we'll do this way. We know only of the mountains here, their names.
Yeah.
And we know of Fexcare, which is the last human city before you enter the Orcish steppes. There's, as far as we know, there's no more settlements inside of the Orcish lands, aside, of course, from the Orcs, which will be more than willing to enslave you or kill you if you are not, if you don't look out for yourself. So, do you have any questions up front?
Yeah, what do we have in exchange for that? Because it seems very dangerous.
Well, first of all, you will have, of course, the honorable title of Explorer of the Orkish Lands, but that might not be worth much to you. But you will always have a place to come in the winter in my homestead here. We will give you a reward of 100 ducats, which maybe should give you a small amount to live for a while on your own. And one thing we will give to you, because we will even give it to you up front, because you are not immortals, and no one of us is or should, but she will pull a small packet from her pockets and open it. These and in there's a couple of red pills. These are brought to us from the Gildenland, and each of them contains a new life. She will let that hang in the air a bit.
Wow.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
It is said
And
that
he just looks inquisitive at the pills.
if you bite them upon your death, then you will begin a new life, whatever that means.
Okay. Is that a good thing or not?
Well, I can't actually say it to you, but the magicians have confirmed that these contain some restorative spells.
What sort of magic?
That you will have to ask the mages.
I would like to do that. He still looks dismayed looking at them.
Mm-hmm. You will have to speak to what's his name? I always forget him. He's the Brabakian from the academy. He does traveling in spirit or something. I don't know. I have to talk with him.
That sounds most intriguing.
As useful as that sounds, I would rather not have it come to that. I don't like relying on things that I don't entirely know the effects of. So I pull out my sword. I've got this to keep me alive. Put it back in.
Well, as my late husband could surely tell you, just because you have a strong sword arm doesn't mean you cannot die. And this might be able to stave off death long enough for you. Though I have to admit, even though my death comes closer, I also don't think too highly of these. But I will have to see what I will think in my last minutes. But you, I can promise this. And as I said, you will get it up front before you even leave here.
Well,
Also,
thank you very much.
Also, we will cover the expenses you will have to pay for equipping this expedition as well, and of course you can keep these things you get. In reason, of course. Yeah. We have also a couple of more people who want to go on this expedition. You three know each other already?
We are acquaintances. Look
Yes,
at the
we have
other
spent
two.
several days with each other.
I see. You will be brought to the longhouse where we will also have the others live for a while, and then you can get to know each other a bit. And in the morrow we will have a couple of contests between you all to see who might be the leader of this expedition. If you have no objection.
Oh,
I
well,
feel that if we just an organization based on mutual respect often doesn't need a leader. That is the way I've always lived life, but if that is what you prefer, then that is what we shall do.
We Favalians believe in democracy. I have been elected. I am not born into position. But I also believe that in time of crisis there needs to be one leader. And you will encounter crisis. And so whatever you do in times without crisis, that's totally up to you, of course. But in crisis, you will need to have someone you hear.
If that is what you wish.
Do you have any other? Yeah?
Oh, I was just gonna say that
Are you waiting for me
jump
for
up and say I'm always into a bit of competition. What do these games insist of?
JDR, you are in the stream twice, it seems.
Yes, you have your twin.
Oh, no, the other has dropped off.
It's funny because it looked like you walked off of one into the other.
You with us?
Ah, there we go.
Okay, sorry, I was disconnected once again.
Okay, what was the last thing you remember?
We were talking about the red pills.
Okay.
Yeah, I've put my computer on an ice pack.
Oh,
Maybe with a...
eating.
I don't know, but I had problems like that before, and ice packs. We will try that.
Okay. Basically, Garheld said that you will meet the other people who want to join the expedition.
Yeah.
And that you will have a small competition as to who would be the leader. And she and Maven had a small conversation about if there needs to be a leader and or not.
Okay. Well, that's the kind of conversation Gruff doesn't want to get involved to, especially Nil, well, Torwallians. With Torwallians.
Okay. Do you have any more questions? Oh, I also should tell you about the actual goal of this expedition. You, of course, are not expected to make maps of the entire Orkish land. That could probably take a lifetime. what we actually want from you is that you get get us a map from here, which is verdammt, from about wieso macht er das denn jetzt nicht? So, from about here to Riva here, and there's a couple of ways you could take. For once, you could of course go here through quite straight through this direction if there's nothing in the way, and leave here between the Great Olaktai and the Firun's Wall, and then go here through the Brinska marshes, through the city of Enqui and to Riva. Or you could go here between the Ogre Teeth and the Bloodsins, and go through the Sveltian city-states and then to Riva. Or you could go here along the northern Stone Oak Wall, Stone Oak Forest, and go through here, and then through the Sveltian city-states.
I would like to see the Stone Oak Forest.
Anyway, the expedition will take you probably somewhere about 2 months. So with any luck, you will return here, or not return here, but enter Riva shortly before the Nameless Days. Hopefully, so that you can spend this time in a safe location rather than out there with the orcs.
During what time?
This is something you all know of.
Oh, okay.
The Nameless Days are 5 days, or rather, the year has 365 days and 12 months, and each month has 30 days, named after one of the gods. And then there's 5 days between the years, in the midst of summer, which are the days of the Nameless God, the 13th god, who is the opponent of the 12 gods of Alvaran. And this, whether you believe in or rather follow the 12 gods or not, the days of the Nameless are known in almost any culture as times of where evil things happen. And people born in these times often have very grim fates.
So it's a 5-day period?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then we should probably head out. Make preparations to leave so that we're not caught out in the wilds during that time.
You have enough time for now. Don't be too hasty and maybe forget things that you might need later. Do you have any more questions about this? Otherwise, I would lead you to the others.
Is there specific things that you wish for us to map here? You have 3 different directions that we can take, but is there anything in particular that you're interested in?
First of all, we want a way through the Orcish lands. Where is not especially important. We need detailed maps of this way, and we need a report what you encountered along the way. The more detailed, the better.
Do you know if the river itself is safe?
The Bodia. This would be something interesting. We have no idea where it actually flows from. So if you find the source of the Bodia, that would be interesting. We have heard strange things of scaled people living in the near to the Bodia, but I can't tell you at the moment. Maybe the people in Fexcare will know more.
Oh, yes, that would be an interesting thing to...
Also, if you are in Fexcare, be wary. It's a city full of thieves.
I have the
Just kind
big.
of smile and say, I know my way around cities, and I know my way around thieves.
I see.
Well,
She has a slight smile to herself.
I don't possess much, so I'm not very scared of that.
Well, you will be taking the equipment for your expedition with you, so you will have a lot with you.
I'll take care, and well, I'll be around my friend Marview, and I follow his way around. He knows so much. Well, I'll for now. I'll just have to fetch my equipment and be ready for this expedition.
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to be the leader and get into the contest. By the way.
Oh, I would ask you to take part of it anyway, even if you don't want to be. Just for the fun of it.
Okay, no problems.
Exactly what sort of contest is it?
Oh, that's small surprises. It will be a couple of tests.
I did quite well in my tests in the academy.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure.
It's very
Well,
Mavon looks very pleased with himself.
Yeah, and she smiles a bit like she knows a joke that you don't. So, if there's nothing more from you, then I would lead you to your temporary homes.
It'd be very kind
Very
of you,
good.
lady. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold your tongue. I'm not that old. Then she walks out on her cane and takes you again to the longhouse. Through that archway, you will find a couple of the others. I believe more are on their way. If anything else comes up, just ask around, and I will soon be here.
Wrong.
All right.
A fire is in the fireplace, so it gets warm in here. Not that it's very cold outside. It's just a bit windy up here, as you are above the actual city on a cliff. So, outside there's a bit of daily work going on. People moving from here to there, horses dragging stuff around.
Okay.
I just kind of soak in the atmosphere of the area. I'm opening up a window. Kind of, just observe the people as I walk back to my place.
Okay. Yeah, everyone seems pretty calm here. Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep my profile low all the way once again.
Yeah.
Mavon goes outside on the street and he finds a corner where he can sit in and he pulls out a little pad of paper and he starts drawing pictures of the orcs.
Okay. By the way, maybe I didn't make this clear. You have not left the place of the hetman.
Okay.
You just left this building with the maps, and she brings you back to the longhouse.
Oh, okay.
Where you have been waiting before.
Well, maybe there's some orcs to be drawn.
Well, you
On
can
paper.
draw, of course, from memory.
Yes.
But
He's just...
up here you will find no orcs.
Okay. Well, he thinks about doing that when he gets back down to the streets.
Yeah.
Are we still with the old lady?
She is just about to leave.
Oh. Miss, before you go,
Again with these titles.
I come from.
If you want to speak to me, call me Gerheld.
Okay. What was that name again?
Gerheld.
Okay, Gahel.
Gahel.
Sorry, Gahel. When would I be able to glean any information from any of the orcs in the city? I've noticed that there were some, and I'm wondering how many generations would have passed that they've been in here. Would they talk to me?
Well, you can talk to them. I believe some of them have even a brothel, which is frequented mostly by outlanders, but if you want to go there, that's up to you. If they know anything about their ancestral home, I can't tell you. They have been living a very long time here. I don't actually know if they have any contact with other orcs. I believe they are from their tribe is called the Chuanzai or something.
Okay.
Oh, and their leader is someone called Yellow Tooth or something.
All right. Anything I need to know about them before approaching them?
Well, nothing very much. Be wary, but not more wary than that you would be of any Thorvalian.
All right. Huh.
But that might be a good idea. You have a good head on your shoulders.
Well, thank you, Garhel, right?
So, I will bid you then farewell, at least for now.
Good day.
Good day.
Okay. This could be a good time for a cut, if we want to stop here.
Okay.
All right. No problems.
Okay. Yeah. As always.
So just a question. So is it our temporary home where we are right now? Okay,
Exactly.
so we will sleep there.
Exactly.
Well, Gruff takes the bed the farthest from the door.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. But it's also the. Wait, let me see. No, actually, it's the one nearest to the fire. So, double win.
Mavon begins inquiring of any of the staff in the place if there's any seamstresses or tailors around.
Tailors, of course. Seamstress and is similar to tailor, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course, you will find some. Best go to the market hall. There you will
Oh.
find most of the shops where you can buy things.
He shows the bloody rip on his sleeve on his jacket. How he wants to get it seamed up because he doesn't like going around with a bloodied jacket and having his official robe from his college torn up.
Yeah. I believe these robes are best acquired via the academy. JD, are you still with us? I believe he dropped off again.
Yeah.
No, I see his face.
Yeah, but
Well, in the
it's
group
not
chat
moving.
it says JDR D30 left the group chat.
Oh,
again.
yes.
Oh,
And
there he goes.
okay, so
Yes, I know. I'm not really wanting to replace it at this time. I just wanted to get it mended for the moment until I can get back to Nostria and have it replaced.
okay.
Sorry again. This time it was a power outage.
Oh man.
Oh yes, I was completely in the dark here, and I was, still the frame of you.
Yeah, we just saw a still frame of you too.
Yeah.
Okay. So did I miss something?
You know that you have the bed closest to the fire?
No problems.
Okay. I believe that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any comments? Anything good or bad this session?
Well,
I'm getting pretty interested in what these tests are going to be and how my negotiations are going to go with the orcs when I decide to see if I can glean any information from them.
for my part, besides.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, well, just okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I've just been writing stuff down. I missed who Yellowtooth of the orcs was.
Supposedly their leader.
Okay, just like the leader of all the orcs in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Okay. Well, for my part, beside technical problems, I'm very happy with how the session went. Well, I guess we will be ready for next time to go on expedition.
I believe one more session might happen in Torwall before the expedition starts, but then we will start, I think.
Okay.
Mavon is very much interested in those pills. He wants to get his hand on them and do some studies on them.
Okay. Yeah. If that's it, then I would bid you adieu, as the gentleman would say. And we'll see each other next week.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Good. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you too.
It's very enjoyable. Yeah, And no, it's very enjoyable. Yeah, we have a crazy schedule, but it's worth it for my part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a crazy schedule, but also helps me get up early in the week, so it's also cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have a long day before this in front of you
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
So see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
See you next week.
Have a good day.
You too.
You too, bye.